Wait, wait a damn second. Sammy, were we not just in the middle of a war? What the hell is happening? Why can't I seem to remember anything? Wait, Fast, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you mean. Like, are you okay? Do you need me to call somebody? No, Sammy, I'm talking about the fact that you don't seem to remember what I'm talking about. I mean, in case you don't remember, like, you corrupted by your own self, and then you proceeded to attack me, your friends, your parents, even. Not to mention the fact that, what's it called? That whole Sans thing, what the hell ever happened to all of that? Faz, you need to calm down, buddy. Here, let me go get you a drink. Alright, there, Faz. You can have a Pepsi and, talk to me about whatever the hell you're talking about. No, Sammy, I'm talking about the fact that you don't seem to remember whatever the hell I'm talking about. Like, you seem so chill about this, like if you did something with it. Okay. Let me first pause the show and then, tell me your whole thing. Alright? Alright, so you want to go ahead and tell me whatever the hell you're thinking about, buddy? Is everything alright, or... No, Sammy, come on, listen to me. You remember this. I don't know if you do, but you remember, like, Sans taking over your world for a little bit, and then you came over to my world, and we did the whole fast tell thing, and that didn't even end well, especially with the Grinch and Cagney and all that stuff. And then the Toy Bonnie Bear thing. You remember all that stuff, right? I obviously do. Why wouldn't? I'm supposed to remember the fact that Sans took over your world, sent one of his quote-unquote Sans bots to my world, and tried to take over it, but like, I mean, come on, that kind of ended fatally. But look, what I'm talking about is you don't seem to remember anything that happened after that. Right. No, I'm just fucking with you, buddy. Listen, what ended up happening was, I don't like to talk about the past and all that stuff because, it kind of gets on my nerves. Not to mention the fact that I really just want to leave that stuff behind. Why would you even, do such a thing? I mean, you work so hard. Not just I want to talk about the past and reminisce about old good memories. It's just something about, me being corrupted just kind of fucks with that, if you get what I mean. Look, I don't want to pressure you, man, but I'm just curious. What even happened? Fine, just for old Pete's sake, I'll tell you this one time, but you can't tell anybody else, alright? Yeah, obviously, that's forever, remember? Alright, where do I begin? Start wherever you want to, man. You don't need the pressure, of course, right? Alright, I guess we can start off where it all started. So, when Samtel ended and such, and I vanished for quite a bit, well, it all started really from there. You remember Sans, the man, the one, the only, the myth, the legend. He decided that one day I vanished, he decided that he would become, the one who rules this world. And I sure did become great at it, didn't I? Seriously? Opening the Pepsi while I'm telling the story. I mean, come on, man. You got it for me, so might as well take good use of it, Right. Where was I? Oh, yes. Sans. Sure, he may have seemed dumber on the outside since he never gave an actual fuck about anybody, but on the inside, he actually had an idea planned, and to give it to him, he was pretty smart. With this idea, this would surely change all of Sammy's world, right? I mean, come on. Buddy's not even here. Might as well just take things into my own matters and make the best of it while I can. Whoa, what? Why did he want to change everything? Like, was he trying to make an anarchy? The looks of it, I think so. I don't know. Never asked him about it. Not even when I got back, or even after everything changed. Hardly I even remember what the hell happened to that skeleton. Yeah, now that you bring it up, what did end up happening to Sans? I don't know, honestly. I mean, I guess he just went back to living with his brother, or I guess he just completely vanished. Never heard from him ever again. And it doesn't bother me, but the one thing that does get to me is why did he cause all of this? Like, I get to be entertained or something, but really, did he get anything out of it is my point. I never got that skeleton. Even after the years we've known each other. I just never want to see his fucking face ever again. Yeah, I get you. Most people change out of nowhere. Like our friend group, you know? Like, we've all been through so much together, and yet it feels weird. Most of us just grew apart, or most of us just grew close. You get what I mean? Yeah, the topic of changing really can get to somebody. I don't know why, but I wanted to ask him about it really badly, but he would never respond to that question, even after everything that happened. Change is pretty something, I don't blame you, dude. What's it called? Listen, you don't have to hide anything from me, you know? We're in this together now. You and me together. We're lads, remember? We always, said that we would always just be there for each other and then change everything. Trust me, Sammy, there's nothing you can hide from me. Not anymore. Yeah, I get it. Sorry, it's just kind of hard opening up to, people. Even if you've known them for a couple of years, it can get to you. Well, I don't know. If I'm being honest, after the sand stuff, a couple of years would go by. What happened in those couple of years? I'm interested, I want to know, because I haven't been here in, forever now, and hardly you tell me anything that's been happening. Well, yes, that is the truth. I can tell you about stuff, but being frank with you here, it's not really that much. Well, for starters, my father and Bonnie would just always argue a lot. They really had nothing else to do better than life, They would constantly argue and argue and argue and argue. And then, just one day, they both fell out of love. And Bonnie was just never seen again. I left my poor father in despair. He had done so much to be put here. First Chica, and now Bonnie. Who else could he even, spend his life with? It wasn't until that very special someone would finally show up. Fred, Dad, what's the matter? You're always never crying or that much. Oh, yeah, Bonnie just dumped me because he realized that I wasn't perfect for him, I've never felt so heartbroken in my entire life, Freddy, hey, don't cry. You realize that there's more people out there, It's not always gonna be Bonnie or Chica to be there for you, Listen, I get it. I've been there as well. Rejection always hurts the most, but listen, there are more people there for you, Like, there's a whole ocean loads of people out there. You can't just rely on these two. They're not gonna matter to you. If they come back crawling, just ignore them. Freddy Fazbear, you have a lot of potential. Sure, Bon and Chi couldn't have given that to you, but that doesn't give you the right to start crying for them. If they're gonna end up missing you, then they're gonna end up missing you. You realize that no matter what, they're not gonna come back. Look, why don't we just talk about it, Maybe instead of crying about him, we could just go get some coffee or something. Yeah. Since when did you become professional at this? Hardly I ever get to see you express your emotions all the time. It doesn't matter how I feel. It matters how you feel. You have to realize that you can't just ask anybody else about their emotions. You have to know that. Which brings me up to my next question. Fred, I want to be there for you. Be there for me? What do you mean? Foxy, are you crying? Dad, you don't know how much it pains me to ask you this, but I care about you a lot. You're my captain, you're my mate, you're my friend, I can't bear to look into your face when I want to ask you this really badly. Hey, come on. We were just talking, you know? I don't want to have to keep secrets from you, too. Foxy, come on. Foxy? What's wrong with you? Fred, I just want to be with you. It's taken me this long to ask you this, but please, I care about you a lot. I want to be with you. Of course, I wouldn't mind that at all. I care about you too. Are you gonna let go anytime sooner? Nah. It just feels very heartwarming to know that the captain is now, giving me a big old bear hug. Alright, come on. We gotta go take care of, Sammy. Whoa, wait. If that's how your parents got together, then what even happened to Bonnie and Chica? Oh, those two? Well, they just happened to get together too, Wait. Why did they both decide to get together? Didn't they both just agree to the fact that they hated Freddy? Well, yeah, obviously, that's the point. I mean, Bonnie's never dated a woman in his entire life. Chica, however, on the other hand, understood what she meant by Bonnie's request. They both realized that they had a mounds of hatred for Freddy for, one being that she got dumped, and then the other being that he just didn't feel like he was being treated right. They both decided that if they could work things out, they could just live a life together, Man, dude, your family is strange. That's all I'll say. Really? That's all you have to say? I mean, come on. We've literally dealt with a lot of things, I mean, come to think about it, we've dealt with a lot of things, actually. Exactly, that's what I'll say. We've dealt with a lot, We've been through this, been through that. Had so many friendships, ended so many. And yet, here we are. Just sitting here, doing nothing, but watching Smiling Friends. To that sounds ordinary to any person. Oh yeah, I can't forget! Dude, don't even get me started on the fact that I turned corrupt at that one time. Which, I hate to bring up sometimes, because it's like, that shit was cringy back then. Wait, I thought you didn't want me to bring that shit up, but you're bringing it up. Dude, come on, I'm the one telling the story. Oh, shit, sorry, my bad. Continue, sorry. Well, now that you're more enlightened up, I remember the Toy Bonnie virus from the back of my head. I don't know, but the fact that the virus started while we were role-playing underground really hit to me, though. Like, I wish I was just there to see almost all of it. Remember when Faztail happened and throughout all of that, there was just an entire war? Hey, dude, come on. That wasn't even canon to the timeline. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, well, me being corrupted wasn't a part of my timeline, but guess we're here. Alright, you get this one. Listen, why don't we just go back to watching Smiling Friends instead, alright? Well, obviously I want to do all that, but first, don't you think you'd smoke weed and then fill our bellies with some giant soda and play Burnout Revenge on the PS2? Jesus, good landlord impression, dude. Yeah, I want to do that. Exactly. Alright, let me go turn it back on. Alright. Hey, dude, let's continue this. By the way, do you still have some Pepsi? Oh, no. I finished it. Oh man, that sucks. That's fine. I'll go get another one later, if you still want another one. I'm fine. I think I'll just continue watching Smiling Friends. Alright, well, you said it, dude.